This video is going to show you how you can find the x-intercepts or the zeros of a parabola, the y-intercept of a parabola, the vertex of a parabola, and an axis of symmetry of your parabola. So easiest part first are my x-intercepts or my zeros. This is just where the graph crosses my x-axis. So these 2 points where my graph crosses the x-axis, those are my x-intercepts. I'm actually going to come over here and label them just in case that's useful. So I'm calling them zeros. You could call them x-intercepts, solutions, whatever you'd like. So I'm going to go to my next easiest one first, which is a y-intercept. Obviously, that's just where my graph crosses the y-axis. So I'm going to label that as well. My y-intercept is where my graph crosses the y-axis. Now, my vertex is going to be like the tip of my parabola, which if I come down here, it's going to be my lowest point. So my vertex on this is -1, -4. Sometimes it'll be your highest point or your maximum, but in this case, it is our lowest point. And then for the axis of symmetry, this is a line that's going to cut my parabola in half. So I'm going to use the x value of my vertex, which is -1, and I'm just going to type or write x equals -1. And then this line is cutting my parabola in half exactly. So that is what my goal is when I'm finding my axis of symmetry. So these are our important points on a parabola. Sometimes your y-intercept and a zero might be the same number. Sometimes your zero and your vertex might be the same number or the same point. So just keep an eye out for that. It's possible. In this case, all of my points happen to be different, but you might have the same point for multiple parts of your parabola.